I think I've lost my mind. Like, I'm in the San Rafael, and I'm like hiking around by Lost Valley, and I'm like literally like having full-on conversations with myself. I don't know, man. Wow, that one little hit of weed, dude. But the lighting right now is like so amazing. Wow. Just hiking the. All right. Oh wow. It's around every turn there's something. That must be where it cuts up the canyon. That's all shaded. Check it out. The water's dry down there. Oh man, there's another peak way in the distance revealed itself around like the one in the foreground just by going like 20 feet. And now in the shade, now the sun, it's like 10 degrees cooler. I don't know what kind of pines these are, man. Oh, they have giant pine cones. They're not Coulter pines though, because those are even bigger. I don't know what that would be. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, it's like this mixture of in the foreground there's like dark rock, like orangish rock, and then the hill behind it is all like pastel, like not pastel, but like well, it's like the dried grasses, the dried tall grasses, and then mixed with, I think, what would that bush be, man? Oh, there's one right here, let me see. Anyways, yeah, it's like this cool contrast. And there goes some California quail. Probably couldn't hear him over my huffing and puffing. But yeah, it's this thing. What is this thing? No, it's not what it is. It's bushier. Anyways, yeah, so that's the scene, man. I'm upwards now. And then all of the giant, I think they're aloe. They're from the succulent family. All those big white flowers are blooming right now. And there's like a cacophony of them on this one, like, north-facing ridge, not ridge, hill, but really steep hill. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Anyways, I'm so rambling. All right. And now I'm in this like little pocket, this little like it's like a switchback without going up, you know, like we cut into a little canyon, and like the sun is just like slicing through perfectly. Oh, and they're yuccas, and like just hitting these yuccas. One of them already came and went, the flowers, and the other one is like in full bloom. Yeah, and now there's a trickle in the stream down there, so either it goes underground or dries up pretty near the trail, but there's still a flow, which is good to know because there's a campsite back here, up here. It's a ways. I think there's also supposed to be Vulture Springs, but I wouldn't want to get hit in the head with one of these pine cones. I don't know if I would imagine Vulture Springs, it's on Brian Conant's map, so I'm guessing there's water. I've been by it before and like barely paid attention, but yeah, there was like a trickle, and I don't know if there's enough of a trickle to like, you know, fill up a water filter or anything like that. I'm sure you can make it happen if you had to. You know, if it was life or death, just get down and lick the freaking spring, man, you know? All right. And then, yeah, like 10 steps later, I came to this really beautiful field of that tall grass. It's like as tall as I am, which is like 6 feet, man. No, I'm a little shorter than that, but not by much. Although I probably am shrinking. Oh yeah, I'm not going, I don't know. Should I go through this? I think it goes around. Okay, probably hear the grass if I shut up. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Those friggin' gnats, like in certain places, that just swarm you. They don't bite or anything, but they just annoy the crap out of you. They tend to. There's some pockets of them, but they kind of come and go. And then, from my memory, I think typically by nightfall or evening, they're like in bed sleeping or something. Oh yeah, all right. Now the trail like cuts through this really tall grass. I just don't feel like. I mean, I've gone a little further than I intended, which is fine, but I don't have the long sleeve and stuff for ticks. Although I haven't really seen any, so I don't know. I'm gonna turn around and head back. And holy shit, man. Wow. It's like backlit now. It's like a totally different perspective. Wow. the wind on the ridge. Well, I can. And then I just yapped over it. If you could, I apologize. There's this fantastic breeze, just like, and I was in the shade, and it was like nature's perfect kiss. And that sounds so cliche, or like I don't know, like a woman's douche or something, but that's kind of what it felt like. I'll find a better descriptor and then edit it out and reinsert something in there maybe. No, this is raw and organic, man. All right. And like the thing that's wild about it all is like it's never gonna be like this again. Like it's constantly changing. Yeah, you can be here at this time next year, but like so much will have changed. But kind of so little as well. Man, now we're getting deep. Anyways, man, I'm so rambling. I don't know. But yeah, there's just so much wilderness around me right now. This is huge swath of just untouched land. So it's very refreshing place to be. You do have to be heads up on this trail though, because there's a lot of, like, it's not maintained, and then all the rains, but there's a lot of like landslide areas where it's really narrow, and it's kind of I forget what that's called, but it's really fine rock that's kind of grabs you and pulls you down. I speak from experience. That just happened to me. I survived, but I was just like kind of in awe of my surroundings and wasn't really paying attention. So it could be that or the weed, I don't know. Yeah, now I'm in this like dry creek bed, and there's like side by side different types of silt or sand. One that I'm standing in is that brown rock that I was pointing on that ridge earlier in the forefront. And then the other one is like sandstone, just basically sand. Yeah, and you can just see how this thing just ripped through here in the flood. I mean, I'm like, now it wasn't flowing that wide. There were different tributaries, but it's way, I'm like 150 feet from the flowing stream right now. It's pretty wild. Oh man, back at camp. What a lovely place to be, man. You got the hammock out. It's overlooking Manzana Creek, which is flowing quite well. There's a lot of algae, so there's really no swimming holes available because they're filled with algae as well. I mean, there are swimming holes, but they're filled with algae, which is not my cup of tea, if you will. But yeah, it's really peaceful. I've seen 3 people today. One gal when I was walking in, and then a couple that just moseyed past as I was getting my boots off. So it's really quiet out here. It's the middle of the week, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it's also the middle of June, so... Well, I should mention today is the first day of summer. It's the summer solstice. And had dinner and taking a little evening whiskey stroll. And as I finish up the day here, I honestly, as I reflect, I don't think there could be a better place to spend the first day of summer than this place. It's starting to transition to evening. It's getting a little cooler. Some bickering birds, I think Stellar's jays. And starting to hear crickets. And I'm sure there will be a cacophony of frogs later because of all the tadpoles I saw and whatnot. So anyways, happy summer solstice.